everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Seahawks going up against the Saints. With that, let's send it out to our broadcast team. Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis with this Week 2 matchup.
Thank you very much, Larry. As usual, the streets of the nearby French Quarter are alive as we are in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Tonight, we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the New Orleans Saints. They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're running a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. And he is going to lose yardage here. Oh, and the defender took some liberties there with a late hit, roughing the passer.
The league has done a great job of defining what is a late hit and illegal contact on a quarterback. The defenders really have to get in line.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's the offense. Certainly some threats on this offense, and one of them that they target is Doug Baldwin.
Not only does he do a nice job catching the ball downfield, he's also a tremendous blocker that helps unleash the running game.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. Cameron Jordan in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Third and long, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll bring up a 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So on 4th down, here's the Canadian-born punter, John Ryan, to kick it away for Seattle. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. The headshots here are the offensive unit. And what about Brandon Cooks?
If he's not a 1,000-yard receiver every year he's healthy in the league, I'll be surprised. Came out of college wanting to be a pro, studied all the best receivers in the NFL before he even got to the league.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Left side and caught by Fleener. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And they only need a little bit here. Third down and very short.
Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here comes the Saints punter now. Back deep for the Seahawks, the All-Pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And here now, New Orleans defensive unit.
Cameron Jordan is now one of those versatile defensive linemen that you can play all up and down the front. Whether he's playing tackle or end, he knows how to make plays.
They come up in an offset eye. On second down, Rawls. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They come out here in the eye. They run with a power back. Rawls. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football, and that really hurts you as an offense.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went, Hey, that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, it's time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
They go again with Rawls. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. On the stop, it's Delvin Breaux.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On third down, Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They go read option with Wilson. Another run, but this time it's Rawls. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. From the gun on third down, Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On second down, Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They're They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. In the slot on the right is Graham. 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. Looking for Baldwin. Intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on 1st down. And brought in here by Fleener. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Fresh set of downs here. He'll drop to throw. It's complete. Fleener, right side. It's a big play there for the Saints. 49 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Deep drop. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Play clock winding down. They'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On second down, here's Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola. And then, of course, to Stanford. And, boy, he's been good. Again on 2nd and 10. It's Wilson. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of just been driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? 'Cause that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they'll run it here. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Gets it to Strong. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Still 9 yards to go on 3rd down.
Here we go. Brad 38. Brad 38. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. How you getting the headache? How you getting the headache?
The play clock's running down. Time to step aside. We're back to New Orleans after this. Third down, he'll drop to throw. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards on the pickup, and that leads to a New Orleans 1st down. They'll look drop to throw again. He gets it to Cooks. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So they're operating in the red zone. Shift together here from the D-line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Left side and caught by Fleener. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kobe Fleener, his first touchdown in a Saints uniform. And the Saints add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
It's caught. Block it. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing is Wilson, finding time. He finds his man, Baldwin. They practiced this all week. Pretty clear it paid off there. Threw it downfield, made it look relatively easy.
And it always comes a little bit easier when you've practiced it and tuned things up and you're confident in what you're doing now. They felt very, very good about their plan, and we saw the execution because the confidence of the players was there.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st down, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Delvin Breaux with a pick. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now they go screen. It's complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They'll drop the throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Offense working with a 3rd and 13 still left. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that brings up 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now it's Lockett. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now they'll run it on the toss. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go. 190.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll try to get the running game going with Rawls. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball. It doesn't work running the ball. And then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
They stay on the ground. Rolls again. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Wilson. This will be caught at the 2. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll set up a throw. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a third down. Two yards to go here on third down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go. Brad 38.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he's got Snead. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Here we go. Ohio. 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 Flex round. Flex round.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. They come out here in the eye.
Ohio. Ohio. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Seven yards to go on 2nd down.
Here we go. Brad 38.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Looking to throw. Caught right side. It's Snead. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9.
Come on, let's go. What? 9. What? 9.
look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end is going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, you gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point...
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. With that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
It goes as a pickup of 23. And the Saints are set up now with a 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a quarterback sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Shift together here from the D-line. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. It's the fullback. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Now the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he hits the former Saint, Jimmy Graham. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On second down, here's Wilson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
This is ridiculous.
Now Wilson on second down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one good for 21 yards. And that'll lead here to a third down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On third down, Wilson. And able to find Graham, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the...
And my goodness, and now off to the races down the right side. A great read, and it's picked off. The 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. They come up in an offset eye. On second down, Wilson. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Third and long, it's Wilson. He's going to sling this deep, and now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, +3.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And the offense facing a 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
He'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Brandon, that just looked like a lot of confusion to me at the line of scrimmage. I don't think the offense had any idea of who was coming on the blitz and who was dropping off.
And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
This is taken at the 18. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Now a handoff looking right. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Saints, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.